Hey guys, it's Lauren again. So I'm filming in my car because I've tried to film this video like 50,000 times. Not really, more like 2 or 3 times, and I keep it's just not good enough. Basically it's because I'm being a perfectionist about it, and that's actually the topic of what I wanted to talk about in this video, which is ironic. So I thought I'd go ahead and just talk about it now. It's actually my birthday today, the day that I am recording this. So I'm in my car about to go work, and I got my free birthday Starbucks drink because I'm obsessed, and I have the app, and when you get a free drink, it's pretty much free drink for your birthday. You can pretty much order anything. You can order anything. So I went all out and got a venti iced flat white with a pump of raspberry, soy milk with pump of raspberry and 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla. That's my splurge. I didn't feel like a frappuccino today, so I just got the flat white, which I usually don't get myself because it's expensive. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk about perfectionism and how it's affected my life, and why I think it's not sexy, it's not something that we should strive for. I used to be a huge perfectionist, and I still am. It's like something that I fight against basically all the time. But it's kind of been one of the main reasons behind, why I've struggled with disordered eating, why I've struggled with binge eating, even kind of, what's caused my anxiety. And I think it started, when I was a kid. I had ambitious parents, and we were always taught to, do better than we can, do better than our best, try hard. If it wasn't a B, if it was a B, why wasn't it an A? And I'm not hating on that in any sense. I think I'm very thankful for the way that I grew up. I had, family that pushed me to my best potential, and I had a lot of successes because of that. But I think I also took it on just in a very perfectionist way of, I can't mess up. Basically, if I mess up, then I've already failed, and it's a failure, and why even try? And I think I kind of took that on in a lot of different things, in work, in relationships, in my eating, in my exercise, in the way that I looked, and the way that I presented myself. I grew up a very, very shy child, and I'll talk about this more too, but growing up shy, I always felt like any interaction that I had with somebody had to be perfect, or it had to come off perfectly. I hope that this air is not going to be too loud on the sound. But anyway, I felt like I always had to portray this image of being perfect, of not making mistakes, or I wasn't good enough. And that was the same, when I started dieting. That's the dieting mentality, basically, right? It's like you have to follow this plan strictly, or it's not going to work for you. And I saw that a lot in the plant-based community too, unfortunately, when I really got into, the low-fat, no oil, no sugar, no oil, no salt thing. It was very much about, if you're failing on this plan, if you're not losing weight, if you're not getting the results, you're doing something wrong, you're cheating, or you're not doing it right. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that, because I have fallen victim to it so many times, and I see other people do it too, and it just sets us up for failure, just makes us feel worse about ourselves. And I hate it. Our society praises perfectionism for the most part. We are taught that it is admirable to work ourselves to the bone, to work long hours, to be tired, to, I kind of grew up thinking, or when I got into the adult world and the working world, I was thinking you have to, if you're not working yourself so much that you're tired or you're exhausted, then you're lazy, is basically what I kind of took on. And I don't believe that anymore, but it took me a long time to get comfortable with the fact that I can take care of myself. And I really don't like the way that we kind of see just basically like not taking care of ourselves and working hard is admirable. And working hard is admirable. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think it's good to have dreams and goals, and I think it's good to set things for yourself and get things done and have accomplishments. That's amazing. That's wonderful. But we're kind of like taught to not take care of ourselves and to uphold this way of working that is, I just don't think is sustainable when it comes to, you know, our overall health. And I think that we really have to consider our own well-being. We have to consider, is the way that we are living our lives, is it worth it? Is it making us happy and fulfilled overall? Is it giving us fulfillment, and is it causing so much stress that we're not able to actually enjoy our life, right? You know, obviously we have to work. That is just part of our society. That's the structure that we have. I don't like the 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 structure, but I don't necessarily know exactly what the solution is either. Thankfully, we have a lot of online jobs that are popping up, and people are starting their own businesses and they're freelancing, and I think that's amazing because it does give you more flexibility to kind of fit your work life to you. But at the same time, even within that realm, it's kind of praise to hustle 24/7 and to work all the time. And I don't know about you guys, but when I try to do that, I end up exhausted. I end up fatigued all the time. I end up, you know, I have quite a few mental things that I deal with. Things like, you know, ADD and anxiety and you know, mild depression and things like that. Those become exacerbated. Why can I not think of words? See, here we go. But you know, those things kind of become worse when I'm stressed out, and then it's like I can't even focus on the moment and enjoying my life. I guess my point with this is just that we don't have to, I feel like living, you know, within the realm of imperfection is a better way to live life. Trying to be perfect and to work and to uphold an image of what other people told me was right for me, or the right thing to do just because that's how it is, led me to deal with many years of disordered eating, with feeling like I wasn't enough, with feeling inadequate, with always beating myself up for every single little thing and thinking that everybody knew better than me. And I think that's really harmful. And I think if we can kind of embrace the fact that we're never going to be perfect, that it's okay to take time for ourselves, that it's okay to make mistakes, and that in fact making mistakes is what kind of makes us human and makes life beautiful, and that, you know, we're all human, and we have to appreciate the fact that mistakes make us better. I think that can really make a huge impact. It was really revolutionary for me when I started to let go of the need to be perfect. I let go of the need to always eat clean and always eat a perfect diet, work out every single day for a certain amount of time, not giving myself time to rest when I needed it. When I let go of those types of things and kind of listen to myself more and actually embrace not doing things right all the time, it's made me so much less stressed and so much happier day to day. And in fact, it's actually helped me get things done, because one of the worst things about perfectionism is that it can prevent us from actually moving forward. It can prevent us from actually meeting our goals, because we get so wrapped up in things having to be perfect and right that we don't take that next step. You know, if you're a perfectionist and you have a big project to do, at least this is my experience, you know, I would not even get started because I would see the entire thing as so daunting, and I would think, if I start this and I start it off wrong, then the whole thing has gone to crap, you know? And that's not true. And one of the best lessons I ever learned, somebody told me that they always would release things before they were perfect, before they were ready. Because if you are always waiting for something to be perfect and to be absolutely amazingly perfect before you launch it or release it or do it or take the jump, then you're never going to do it. You're never going to move forward. You're never going to do your dreams. You know, you're never going to reach your goals. So embrace the messy a little bit is what I'm trying to say, and embrace when things don't go as planned or when things aren't perfect, and be okay with that, and recognize that that's beautiful, and that you don't have to be perfect to be successful or to move forward in life or to be loved or to be cherished or to have friends or to have relationships or to have good health. And perfectionism is just not healthy, in my opinion. It's not the way to live if we want ultimate, you know, health and happiness overall. So I think that's all that I wanted to say. Like I said, like, this is something I struggle with almost every day still. I told you I tried to shoot this video several times, and I was telling, like, you know what, I'm just going to do this in my car. I'm just going to film it today right before I go into work. And, you know, I had stuff listed out, and that didn't really work, so I just decided to kind of just speak my mind and go on the fly and talk while I'm drinking Starbucks. So that's it for now, guys. I hope you liked this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you can relate to any of this, or if you're struggling with perfectionism right now, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I want to kind of do more videos like this, kind of vlog style as well, because I really like taking you guys along where I'm going. And when I try to plan this to just sit down and record it, it doesn't always happen. Not to say I won't have, you know, better production in videos in the future, but I like doing them this way. And I hope that you enjoyed it. So I will talk to you guys soon, hopefully, and hopefully get this uploaded soon. But until then, I hope you have an awesome day, and embrace imperfection and do your best, but don't beat yourself up if things don't go as planned. All right. Love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.